1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check. Check 1, 2. I got nothing, Thomas. You got
I can hear you. Yep.
Okay. I can't hear you at all.
Louder.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah.
Check
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Got me?
Check 1, 2. And good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Eagan Civic Arena for a classic South Suburban Conference showdown this afternoon between your Eagan Wildcats and the Fighting Irish of Rosemount, the Rosemount Irish. Jeff Burgum here along with my esteemed colleague in crime, the Big M, Mr. Thomas Manzella. Thomas, boy, these games won't get much bigger than this one. Rosemount coming in pretty hot. They're above us in the standings, and we need to get a win here.
Yeah, Jeff, we really need a win. As you know, we've only had a tie in the last 5 games, so the Burnsville game definitely took a little bit of a hit. Winning this game would pretty much guarantee the home game for the first round of the playoffs.
And again, we got 3 games to go, and again, you take care of business 1 game at a time. But I tell you what, this game is critical. We can get this victory here. We can kind of, put ourselves in a better position for potential higher seeding when sections come around.
I think, Jeff, this is kind of your last game, though. The other 2 we're going to, quote, supposed to win. Not saying we will, right. but this is the game that, this is kind of the last one to kind of move up the standings, if you know what I mean.
And I'm hoping the boys learn from it, but again, they kind of got to forget about it. Learn from it and then move on, because, again, the season is 3 games left.
Yep. Jeff, the whole season, they've played really well against better teams. It's when we hit the other teams, it seems like we play way down, and it just hasn't been there. It's been inconsistent. And
that Burnsville game was a unique one for all year. They never had that kind of an effort. So again, looking to turn the page
bounce
here,
back.
Thomas.
Yeah,
bounce back.
A good bounce back.
Here are your lineups for this afternoon's game. First, Irish of Rosemount.
At goalie, number 29, Ben Garrett. Defenseman, number 5, Mason Wheeler. Defenseman, number 24, Jake Ratzlaff. Forward, number 6, Jimmy Luzon. Forward, number 20, Grant Horsager. Forward, number 21, Colin Pomeroy. The Irish are coached by Rick Sainty. Assistant coaches, Dan Poole, Todd Carrick, Kyle Finn, and Rick Sainty Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rosemount Irish. And now, the starting lineup for your Eagan Wildcats. At goalie, number 30, Brandon Toussaint. Defenseman, number 17, Jack Mason. His defensive partner, number 29, Isaac Kaluski. Forward, number 12, Cole Kaluski. And forward, number 22, Michael Beneke. And forward, number 25, Drew Wilson. The Wildcats are coached by Mike Taylor, assistant coach Doug Watson. Tonight's officials are Mark Nye, Neil Mislin, and Mike Owenwald. Athletic personnel from Twin Cities Orthopedics is Dan Swainberg. And tonight's timer scorekeeper, Eagan High School's own Eric Dooley. At this time, we ask for the
They're on sport.
flags we honor America with our national anthem, sung tonight by Matt Anderson.
No one.
So proudly we have
Thomas. Great rendition of the national anthem by Matt Anderson. We call him Manderson. Junior, Eagan High School, basketball player, baseball player. Great job by Manderson. Know them well, know the family. What a job by him.
Absolutely, Jeff. Always love having it sung versus the recording or all the other stuff. Just adds a whole nother touch. It's a senior night here.
So, like, we need more incentive for motivation this one, Thomas. We got the national anthem singing. We got senior day. We've got the Rosemount Irish. We got 2 heated rivalries. We don't like each other.
Yeah, that's the other part of this game, right? This should be, as you can see, Jeff, it's a packed house too. Standing room only along the boards. This is going to be an exciting one, hopefully.
Again, I was talking about it on ATV earlier for the JV game. No disrespect to the program. Both programs respect each other very much, but I tell you what, there's no love lost here. Again, this game could not be more important. Eagan's got a rebound, kind of climb their way up in the standings of the South Suburban Conference. And again, they're trying to get a better position for sections, and by and large, you want to hit sections with some momentum. And
same thing for Rosemount, right? They're playing too for a higher seed, right? They're trying to catch Eastview. So this is a big game.
Yeah, right now, I think Eagan's still in the top 20 for seedings or rankings in state. Rosemount just above them at either 16 or 17. So again, big game here for the Wildcats. And draw control by Rosemount. They'll dump it in deep. Goes to the corner. And picked off by Rosemount. Now shot. Nice save. Glove hand by Toussaint. Quick start to the game. Rosemount gets that shot on net. Again, senior Brandon Toussaint here. 3 seniors on this team. Again, a lot of emotions I'm sure going through them right now, Thomas. It's a big game, but this is senior day. Tribute to them. Draw control by Rosemount. They fire blocked by Wilson. Here comes Wildcat. Eagan. Drew Wilson dumps it in. And giving chase to Popinski. He'll hammer to the point, kept in by Kaluski. He'll ring it behind the net. And nice job there by Popinski, physical play. And giving chase is Beneke. Beneke gets it chipped out, kept in nicely by Kaluski. Backhand goes to the corner, controlled by Rosemount. And here comes, there'll be a delayed offside. And Sherrick now putting pressure. Nice job by Sherrick. He'll chip it in deep. Back to Myers. Kept in by Burgum. Sherrick now. And they'll keep it in nicely. And looking behind. And here it comes Rose. They're going to dump it in, try to get it in deep. Do so, giving chases Burgum. He'll flip it over to Cullen Meyer. Meyer now. And nice pass over to Meakin. Max Meakin with the puck. He'll sliver it in deep. Oh, centering pass got back. Mason now chip it in low. And back to the Rosemount. Irish with control. Irish now looking. That long breakup pass covered nicely by Randall. Nice physical play.
The door open.
That's a dangerous play there. If that door popper open, someone get really hurt there. Now Max Meakin now with the puck. Meakin. He'll flip it out of the zone. It's going to be, hopefully, it'll be on net. Waves off the icing. And now puck control now by Rosemount. Here comes the Irish. Back to Mason with some pressure. Mason will chip it off the boards. Now gets hopped over Randall's stick. Goes to center ice. Physical play there by Reif, number 11, the sophomore. Back for Mason in his own zone. Jack Mason wants to send it. Can't get it out of the zone. Picked off. Rosemount now pressure in the corner. Oh, centering pass sitting there. Rebound. Oh, good first opportunity, Thomas, for a scoring chance.
Yeah, that was the first really good scoring chance of the game. A couple of them, actually. Nice save by Toussaint. Good play by Dolney to not let the third shot get to him. So, big play there. First real dangerous scoring chance.
So, face up to the right of Brandon Toussaint. We got Beneke, Popinski, and Wilson with Burgum and Kaluski out there for the Cats. Draw controlled by Rosemount. Kaluski now giving it. He'll ring the boards. Gets it out. There'll be no icing. Waves that off. Boy, they waved it off, and the far official waves it off, and they blow it. So not sure what happened there.
We've seen so much of that this year, Jeff. I don't even know what to say anymore. Where the ref that's supposed to make the call doesn't make it, and the back ref makes it, and he's not even close to the play. But face off.
Clock control now by Kaluski's got time. Isaac Kaluski's got some time. Don't flip it now all the way to Wilson. Wilson touches it. Puck in the corner now. Cole Popinski cycles it down to Wilson. Wilson overskates it, goes in the corner. Giving chase now. Kaluski shot, rebound by Johnny Myers. And now puck goes back to Popinski. He'll cycle it down low. Good start for the Wildcats, Thomas here, and Rosemount. Good flow to the game. Johnny Myers. Myers now had nowhere to go. They put it down to Cullen Meyer now after. Myers and Meyer on the ice. Back to Kaluski. Nice job to keep that in the zone. And Isaac will hammer it down low. And giving chase now is Nick Sherrick. Sherrick now. Sending pass to Myers. Myers to Meyer. Back to Meakin. Shot didn't get through. That should be an icy. It'll go all the way down. Should be a face-off. So nice job there, Thomas, by Myers, Meyer, and Meakin.
Yeah.
And Sherrick.
Yeah, it was a good play. I know Myers always unselfish, threw that extra pass. Almost kind of wish he would have taken the shot rather than doing that extra pass. And then their goalie, their senior goalie, is one of the top in the conference. So we don't want to get too pretty. I think you just want to get all that rubber at him.
We come back now with Gibson, Reif, and Randall with Dolney at the point with Meakin. And here comes Rosemount. They got numbers. They get around. Nice job by Dolney. That'll be an interference, I think, on Dolney. There's an arm up. I don't know if that's a penalty or was it icing.
Or it's icing, or he's skating it like it's icing. It's not going to be a penalty.
Well, that's fortunate. I didn't.
It could have been an interference
because there was no puck around.
It would have been hard to argue that call if he made it.
So we come back now with, we got Gibson, Rice, and Randall with Mason and Dolney. Draw control by Eagan. Oh, tried to center to the known home. Here comes Rosemount. Here comes the Irish. She'll dump it in. That's just under the netting, so play goes on. He kept in the zone now by Rosemount. Mason now with it. Jack Mason gives up the puck behind the net. Here comes Rosemount. They got some numbers. Shot. What a save by Toussaint. That was a beautiful setup by Rosemount. Good save by Brandon Toussaint. And chipped in there. Nice play there by Meakin and Burgum to get that off. And here comes Eagan. Popinski. Cole Popinski with some time. Popinski goes there to the point. Deflected in the corner. Meakin tries to keep it in the zone. Does so. Bouncing puck. And here comes Rosemount. Nice job there by Beneke. Great job by Beneke in a back check. And it'll be chipped in the stands. Or nice job. You know, so far, Thomas, I'm looking at our defense here, and there's nice gap coverage here. Not a lot of space they're giving the Rosemount forwards, which is critical in that center ice area.
Yeah, absolutely. Better gap coverage than we had against Burnsville, especially in that third period. It's been pretty evenly played, Jeff, both ways so far.
Shots on goal 4-3 in favor of Eagan, but a very evenly played game. We got the Myers line with Meyer, Sherrick, and then Burgum and Meakin on the points. And Burgum will shoot it in. And giving chase now is Myers and Meyer. Here comes Rosemount. And goes all the way down. Oh, shot just wide. Cullen Meyer. Here comes Meyer. And goes over to the corner. Oh, jumped in. Here comes Rosemount. They've got some numbers. And the Irish. Nice job there by Kaluski to step up. Goes in the corner. And then Rosemount will dump it in deep. And picked up by Johnny Myers. Myers, it deflected off Sherrick, but will eliminate the icing. And here comes Rosemount. They got some time and space. Gets deflected nicely by Randall. He'll dump it back in the zone.
So Jeff, we have a different line here tonight, right? With
a brand new line with Wilson, Randall. Oh, this is with
it's Reif too, right?
It's Reif, yeah. That's a new combination. Here comes Rosemount. Saved by Toussaint. Nice save. little headshot there by the Rosemount player well after the whistle.
Well, I think the bigger issue there is he didn't really try to stop. He went right into Toussaint there, right? And that's why you guys got their arms up. No call either way from the ref.
And again, you gotta tighten that up because we're gonna be bumping the goalie all night if they don't call it.
Yep.
At least talk to the player and say, hey, knock it off. This is my warning. Next time you go for 2. Draw control by the Irish. Shot goes way wide. Nice job by Randall to take away that shooting lane. Puck now behind the net. And battling now is Jonah Micklin now. Nice to see Mikla out there. He had a bad back and shoulder, so Mikla's out there for the first time in a while. Nice to see him skating out there. The defense for the Wildcats. Shift out to Keegan, goes back, and Jack Mason goes out. It'll be icing. So nice to have one of these icings kind of going against Rosemount for once.
Yeah, Jeff, we've talked about all year about the face-offs. We've had so many on our zone this year that
I'd like to get a stat on that, Thomas. How many face-offs we had this year? What would be the average and how many we had? It's got to be way above the average. So draw control by Eagan. Mason steps up nicely. That shot got deflected. Looks like we've got Parker, Swanson, Pearson, and Gibson out together. So we've got to be on our toes here calling these games.
This game.
Shot goes wide. That was a good back check by Parker Swanson there. Could have been a 2-on-1. He covered that up nicely. Puck is shot in. Now back to it is Jonah Mikla. Jonah Mikla now looking. Mikla, he'll send it all the way up high. That's a hand pass. The Rebs should go all the way down in Rosemount zone.
Yep.
With 9:46 to go in period 1, Thomas. Shots on goal 4 to 5 in favor of the Irish. No score. Very evenly played game so far.
Yeah, they've probably had a couple more little dangerous opportunities. Haven't really got to the goalie. That one actually clipped the outside of the goalpost.
And puck control, nice step up there by Meekin to Dolney. And here comes Eagan, going to get that. Nice job by Drew Wilson. Nice stick work there to put that puck in deep. Gets over the corner. And here comes Rosemount. It's a 2-on-2. Nice step. Nice job there by Burnham to clear that rebound that was just sitting there. And that's going to be it. That won't make it. That got a nice bounce. So nice job there by the Eagan faithful there, the players, to get that puck down goal. Oh, fortunate pressure by Nick Sherrick. Thomas, nice to see Nick out there. He kind of tweaked his back, I thought, at the end of that last game. But I see him out there now. It looks real fast.
Yeah, he looks fast and quick.
Which is very relieving for the Eagan faithful here. Need to have Nick out there. Here comes Rosemount. They're dangerous. Little move to get around, but nice job by Kaluski to take the puck away. He poked it that way beautifully. Here comes, nice job again by Isaac. Nice stick work there by the senior. And shot goes to the corner. They're going to change up. And that'll be no ice. He goes back in the corner. Mason's got some time now. Time and space back. He fans on it. But picked up by Keegan Johnson. Johnson now gets taken by the center. They're going to dump it back in the zone. Dolney now giving chase. Eli Dolney. He'll flip it back to Jack Mason. He'll ring the boards. Oh, can't get out of his zone again. Just picked out. Nice job there by Dolney to stop that. Puck is hopping dangerously around Toussaint. They'll flip it out now to Rife. Rife tips it down low. And center shot. Nice job there by Randall. Kind of a turnaround, Thomas. Got that up high. Saved by the tender for Rosemount. Rosemount
Garrity, yep. Senior Garrity. Again, I told you he's ranked as one of the top goalies in the conference, so senior.
So we'll need to have some good shooting on him.
You're going to have some good chances typically to beat him.
Draw control by Eagan. Nice job by Poplinski to wrap that behind the net. Goes in the corner. And kept in by Poplinski again. Nice support there. Back check again. Poplinski. Nice support there to keep it in. Tried to feed Beneke, but it got just outside of his reach. Here comes Rosemount now. behind their net, tried to break it out to do a long breakout, picked off by Mason.
Offsides? Yeah, I think they just blew the offsides finally, Jeff. It was a delayed offsides for a while.
Delayed offside, but I mean, did Beneke go after the puck and he called on
I think he was in the zone so long the ref just finally blew the whistle.
You know what? Get out of the zone, young man, or I'm going to blow the whistle. He did. Draw controlled by Eagan. They're going to dump it in. And Max Meekin sends it over. Looking at the center, and picked off. Here comes Eagan. And tries to get it out of the zone. And back to Meekin now, Max Meekin. He got some time. Bounce it off, just missed Parker Swanson. And now nice job to bottle him up in the corner. They'll ring the boards. Tries to get it out, and here comes Gibson. Gibson's got some room. Back to Parker Swanson. Backhand. Oh, nice play. Nice job by that line. Nice job to get the puck out of the zone. A little chip and go.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Rosemount guy just got a little piece of call. Otherwise, we had a 2-on-1 clean, but just got enough of him to slow him down. But still, great play by Gibson to create an opportunity.
So now we got Myers, Sherrick, and Meyer again with Kaluski and now with Dolney, so they're out there. They wave off the icing, not sure why. I'll need to read the rule manual on the off-season, Tom, to figure out icing. I have no idea what it is anymore. Ooh, there's a shot that goes wide. Toussaint was screened. That hits the net, Thomas. That could be trouble.
That could be dangerous. I couldn't see it.
And puck kept in now by Rosemount. They've got some numbers. Rosemount! Block! Rebound! Oh, just sitting there. That was a very dangerous chance there by Rosemount.
Nice play by Dolney and by Myers to tie up sticks and not let him get a dangerous shot.
That puck just sat there. Just not a good spot for that net.
Save.
So a lot of pressure by the Irish right now.
They're going to go for a line change here. Yeah, there was some good stick work there by Myers and by Dolney. Tie up their guys. That puck was sitting there, but that's because they had sticks tied up.
So well done by that defense, those two in the defensive zone. Now we're coming back now with Johnson. We got Johnson, Rife, and Randall with Nicola and Mason. So back to Mason brings the boards, no one home. And they'll ring it, gets it out of the zone nicely by Mikla. They'll chip it, and it'll be an icing. Guess what?
The other thing, Jeff, to see too is Meyer got hit by that shot on a dump in the last shift, so hopefully he's okay. He came off the ice very gingerly, so he got hit, looked like in kind of the side of the leg, so we'll have to watch for that.
Draw control now by Eagan. Jonah Mickler will ring the boards. Gets it out, and that's going to wave off icing there.
No, he's not. He's going to call
that
it.
Is, how do you,
played it.
There's a player right there, and he could have just put his stick down.
He didn't even.
I mean, come on.
Look at Taylor's like, are you kidding me? The guy was right there. Like you said, I don't know
what icing is anymore. I don't get it.
It's different every time.
Puck control by Rosemount. Lots of opportunities in the zone with these face-offs. And they'll try to set it up now. They work the cycle. Rosemount now controlling. They'll ring it behind the net. And Mason giving chase. Centering pass is blocked. Going back behind the net now. Rosemount still controlling. And Eagan trying to get control of the puck. Rosemount working and cycling well. Finally now by Keegan Johnson. Johnson's got some time and space. Back to Randall. Oh, Randall had some time, but he got deflected. Dangerous sitting there. Boy, a lot of chances. Thomas, that puck is kind of hanging around that slot area. Don't like it. And that's not going to be able to do. It's not a good time for a change. That's a tough one.
Hold it.
Boy, you know,
Yeah, good cover by BT there. We needed that.
We needed to change so bad. When it crossed the blue line, we all went off, so no boys, hang on.
But Jeff, again, all of that was a result of a bad icing call because it never came out, right? That whole opportunity, and then the bad line change was all a result of a bad icing call.
And in big-time games, Thomas, any little thing
like that. If they score there, how big would that have been, right? On a bad icing call.
Draw control now by Eagan. Nice job by Meekin. Now gets it up. Here comes Popinski. Cole Popinski. Popinski now, he gets tied up, no call. And nice play to Bergam to Meekin. Nice backhand pass. Here comes the Wildcats. Gets it in the zone deep. And back to Beneke now. They go tied up in the center. Now back to Rosemount. We're going to try to get a long breakout pass. Here comes Rosemount. And it's blocked by Beneke. Nice job. Rosemount just wants to. That should be an icing.
Yep.
And why is that not an icing? And flipped off now. Wilson now's got some time. Wilson. And here comes Eagan. Ethan Pearson. Pearson now with it. Ethan Pearson's got some time behind the net. He flips it off. He gets hit from behind. No call. Pearson on no one home. And Dolney. That shot is blocked. Here comes Rosemount. End-to-end action, Thomas. Nice job there by Dolney. Nice gap coverage here. He was tight to the player.
Yep. Took him right at the neutral zone. It's such a big play, Jeff, right? Because it causes a turnover and it's back in their zone, right?
And Rosemount out behind their own net. Just over 3 minutes to go in period one. Nice, tightly contested game so far by both Eagan and Rosemount. Giving chase now, Dolney. They're on a change. So we got some room and time. Back to John. Oh, it was off Johnny Meyer's stick and couldn't get it to him. So the corner. Here comes Rosemount. Rosemount, nice little shot there by Sherrick. In his feet, and nice job there by Sherrick to control that puck. Here comes Myers. Oh, tried to get over there. Oh, there's a.
Yeah, I guess it was technically because the first Eagan guy hit it, it bounced off the other Eagan guy's shoulder, and then it was a weird play. It looked like a good volleyball play.
Yeah, no doubt.
How long can we keep the puck in there?
So what? But yeah, and then they. Face off to the
left. It goes in our zone.
My goodness. Draw control by Rosemount. Back to the point. Shot gets deflected. All these face-offs are mounting.
And Brandon didn't see that one.
No clue there.
Screened.
And they wave off that, thankfully. That should have been an icing. Long pass there. That's going to be off the initial call. And that's a nice no-touch by Toussaint to get that whistle.
Yep, if he touches it, it would have negated the icing. So, heads-up play there.
See the question about Cullen Meyer. Looks like Meyer's been out there now after a shift.
Yes, he took a pretty good. I mean, he really limped off. So I know he took a pretty good shot.
So we got Keegan Johnson, Reif, and Randall with Mason and Mikla on the point. Draw control by Rosemount. Here comes Rosemount.
Again, Jeff, he didn't have the red line.
He didn't have the red line. If that would have not hit Toussaint, dangerous play. That's a great save by Toussaint. Yeah. Boy, he got that puck kind of in the corner.
Yeah, but they weren't going to call that icing.
No.
So if it didn't hit Toussaint, there's no arm up in
there. That's a great save by Toussaint because he was going to the other side and he kind of kept hugged that post corner.
Yep. Closed it off and made sure there was no room.
Oh, no.
And a bad face-off.
Bad face-off. We've had our share of face-off.
Why not try it again?
Draw control by Eagan. Here comes Eagan. Center missed it just at a second there. And Bergam hammers it down low.
Randall's got to get out.
Randall's going to be off. And nice coverage by Meekin. Boy, nice cover by Max Meekin. Came back there, kind of got stuck between them.
Yeah, it was kind of I don't know if they call it a clean breakaway, but it was a half breakaway.
Yeah, kind of.
But Brandon took a pretty good shot from the Rosemount guy coming in. I don't think that was intentional. He was being tied up, going as fast as he can. You can see everybody's okay there. They're going to bring it out of the zone, it looks like. Meaning the official thought the knocking off of the net was due to the Rosemount player.
So again, that was, they're sneaky. They'll try to get that long breakaway pass, and they're good at it. And he snuck right between Bergen and Meakin, and he got right behind him just for a step. And Meakin came over to really save that one. Now it's Doley and Mason, big pass. That one's good. Oh, it got deflected right now to Johnny Myers. Cullen Meyer can't unload on that. Back to Myers. Hit a backdoor opportunity. The Sherrick just cannot get all the way through. And now center ice. Hammer now in deep. And picked off. Here comes Rosemount now with the puck. The Irish. Picked off by Myers. Myers looking. Back to Kaluski. Kaluski now wants to do a long pass. That gets picked off. That's an offside by about
10 feet. It's good to see Sherrick. Jeff, to your point, he was a little dinged up, but he looks like 100% today. He's back to his pesky self out there.
Puck now back to the point. Rosemount will control it. They'll dump it in. And Meakin now, nice job to Meakin get that puck out of the zone. Here comes Randall. He lost it at center ice. And here comes, nice play by the Irish. Nice job by Kaluski to take out the body. Good back check there too by Randall.
Yeah, I was going to say, I couldn't see his number at first, but that was a great back check by Randall, coming back to intercept that pass.
So Kaluski doesn't do it. He takes that body up. There's no one to get the back check, and Randall's right there.
Yeah, Randall did a nice job helping out on coverage. But another face-off.
Draw control now by Rosemount again behind the net. Picked up by Rosemount now. The corner still. A lot of zone time now for the Irish last minute or so. And Mason, that's going to be an icing again.
.21 seconds to go, Jeff. Big face-off here. Definitely giving the back referee a lot of skating to go pick up that icing.
It just seems like, again, I think we have more time than we think when we get that puck in our deep corner. Again, it's just a touch pass. It's a touch flip out of the zone. Nice control there by Doley, and it's a nice bounce that we have there. Goes to Sherrick. Sherrick now gets it to Meyer. Meyer, he gets hit hard off the check. Here comes Rosemount. It's going to take care of period one, Thomas.
It's 0-0, Jeff, after one. Shots 13 for Rosemount, 7 for Eagan. Although it didn't seem like it was a 2-to-1 kind of shot.
That's misleading too. I agree. I think that there were, good chances by both teams. It seems like Rosemount had probably the better high quality chances than Eagan did.
A few more than we did, no doubt.
So that'll take care of period one here at the Eagan Civic Arena with no score. And we'll be back for the start of the second period. Thanks for watching and listening to Eagan Hockey. And welcome back, hockey fans, to the Eagan Civic Arena. Jeff Burgum here with Thomas the Big M Manzella. We are back, and what a first period it was, Thomas. Shots on goal heavily in Rosemount's favor, but I tell you what, it was a very evenly played game.
Yeah, Jeff, I don't think the shots really dictate how the game was played. It was really, they had more scoring chances, I would say, but definitely a pretty evenly played period.
You know, every inch of space has been contested. I mean, again, I would agree that Rosemount probably has some higher quality chances. But again, it's the South Suburban Conference. We've been saying it all year. It's just like every game is a grind and every team is good. And I tell you what, it's no exception today.
Yeah, I think the big thing, Jeff, coming into this period is the last few games we've had a letdown, and it started either the second or the third period. And I think we need to come out like we came in the first, right? Well, take it to him a little bit.
Yeah, and talking about Mike Cook, ETV announcing today's game as well. He had the stat sheet on both teams. Rosemount heavily favored in the first period. They're outscoring their opposition 30-7 in goals in the first period. So again, that was their best period statistically. So that means that we've got a really good opportunity here to kind of take it to them period 2 and 3. But again, like we're talking about too, Thomas, you got to show up.
You got to show up.
And again, I think we really weathered the storm well. We played well. But now it'll be a continuation of that, and for period 2 here to really kind of keep going, use your speed and use your size.
Yep. Like we've talked about too, Jeff, that when Eagan's played its best games, it's been the speed, which we always seem to have, but it's the hitting with the speed. When those two things are there, we really seem to play more intense.
So Eagan will come back now with Beneke, Popinski, and Wilson.
So this is a new line.
New line for today. And then we've got Kaluski and Mason on the D. Puck control now by Rosemount. They win the draw. They'll cycle it back in their own zone. Beat it D. Long pass out now. They're going to dump it in. And picked up now by Kaluski. Nice job there to take the body out. That'll be chipped out. Center ice now controlled by Rosemount. They'll hammer it back in the zone. And Mason now rings the boards. Noah Mayer shot right on net. Nice save by Toussaint. Easy glove save. And
yep, saw it all the way. Thanks.
So they'll come back now. They'll keep the line together. They'll take they'll switch up lines now. Now they'll go with Myers, Meyer, and Sherrick with Doley and Meekin.
Good pictures of Eric. I didn't see the zone.
All good.
Draw controlled by Eagan. And Meekin now gets all tied up. Control. Centering pass went off the skate of Doley, and Toussaint wisely
covers that up.
Covers up for a face-off.
Yeah, whenever there's all that kind of garbage in front, the best thing to do is just cover it up and get the face-off.
Draw controlled by Rosemount. They keep it in the zone. Back to the point. Shot goes right. Boy, Toussaint did not see that one.
No, he didn't. Not till it went by.
And Rosemount now. Big shot. Oh, high. Here comes Sherrick. Nick Sherrick has got Myers breaking. Oh, just hopped over Myers' stick. And goes behind the net now. Cullen Meyer. That puck he gets intercepted. Oh, fan on that by Sherrick. Meekin now, Max Meekin now waiting. They'll chip it in down low. And Rosemount now with the puck goes in the corner. Here comes Rosemount. Isaac Kluski angles his player off nicely in the corner and takes him out with the puck, however, still. Shot saved by Toussaint behind the net. Rosemount controlling the Irish. And picked off now by, here comes Eagan. It's Cole Gibson. Oh, I'm sorry, William Randall. Back to right. Can't figure it. Here comes Rosemount. Shot goes wide. Back to Randall. William Randall chips it. And Keegan Johnson giving chase. And back over to the corner. Center ice now. It'll be a wave off the icing. And going over is Jonah Mikla. Mikla now. He controls it. Mikla. Sputtered to the corner by Keegan Johnson. He gets it off to center ice, and here comes Parker Swanson. Swanson's got some time and space. Centering pass.
Whoa, we got a lot of guys on the ice there. That's a penalty. He had to call that, Jeff. We had 6 guys on the ice for a long period of time. So that's one I don't know how you don't call. And then the puck went right into into the pack of guys.
So you get that call.
So unfortunate, but that was a good call by the ref.
So penalty killing now for the Wildcats. They're going to go out there with Mason and Dolney and Sherrick and Johnny Myers.
You know, that's partially too probably because of just, the different line changes we've had. There's a little bit of confusion, right, from the guys. I know too, Jeff, I got a report that Reif has had a fever.
Who did?
Playing through that. Reif has been playing sick.
Okay.
So
draw controlled by Rosemount. So work it down low in the corner. Back to the point. Back trying to get that back door. No one home. Nice job there by Sherrick and Myers to break it up. Oh, you're going to take that shot. They pass it off. Had a big lane shot.
Yeah, they had a big line. They're really trying to set up that back door.
Yeah. And sometimes they give up that beautiful shot in front.
Yeah.
They go, why not take it? But that's their call. Nice little saucer pass. Well, they have the man break, but again,
he's looking for the pretty pass. And
such a low percentage shot there when it's coming in so hot. Back in the corner, they're going to look again that back door, set it up. Oh, and a save by Toussaint.
Wow.
Oh, that was a save.
That was the game right now.
That was a blind. That was a shot in the slot.
They had to pass from behind the net right in front in the slot. He got all of that puck too. It wasn't that he whiffed on the shot. Toussaint just robbed him. Then it got dangerous because no one knew where the puck went. I think it was in his equipment, then it dropped out.
So what a save by Toussaint. Boy, just a one-timer in the high slot.
But Jeff, we get a break here because they knocked the net off, so we are going to get the face-off outside of the zone.
Out of the zone. Draw control by Eagan back now for Rosemount. Rosemount with the puck at center ice, so control. And Rosemount now. Nice job there by Popinski to put the pressure on. And here comes Rosemount with control. Rosemount now gets around Kaluski. And they set it up. Try to battle it. They control out of the corner. And just under a minute to go in the power play by Rosemount. That was a one-timer fanned on it. And picked up now by the Irish. They've got some time. Out of the zone. One-time block. Beautiful block by Popinski. Boy, great job by Cole. He blocks it and then gumps up the center.
Comes up, yeah. He doesn't quit even after he got drilled by a...
Great effort there by Popinski. And they'll look it in the corner. Back on the side, almost killed the penalty off. 10 seconds to go on the power play for Rosemount. They've had a couple of glorious chances. Shot now blocked by Meekin. Nice job by Max Meekin.
What a kill by Poplinski.
Big job by Poplinski there to kill that. And here comes Rosemount. They can't get out of the zone. Pressure being applied by Sherrick. And here comes, kept in by Mason, but it gets by it, but nice support by Johnny Myers. Over to Dolney. And kept in now by Rosemount. Here they come. They got some numbers. Rosemount with the puck still. Back at the point. Deflection. Oh, that was a dangerous one. That was
very
deflected
dangerous.
up high.
Deflected up high.
In the corner. And Dolney now with the puck. Dolney tries to get rid of it. He does so back to Sherrick. Nick Sherrick now. Sherrick's got some time and space to Cullen Meyer. Goes back in the corner. And Mason now. He'll dump it in low. Here comes Eagan. I'm sorry, Rosemount. And Toussaint will save up and there'll be a whistle.
Rosemount was just trying to get a line change, so they just threw it right to the goalie, knowing he would glove it. So Jeff, we get out of the big penalty kill, and then now it looks like momentum's back again, back and forth.
Draw control now by Rosemount. Now picked up by Mikla. That's going to be could be a hand pass. We're not going to call it. Nice job there by Mikla. Shot goes wide behind the net. Here comes Rosemount out of their zone. And picked up by Drew Wilson, loses the puck. He'll stay with it. And here comes Beneke. Beneke now on net.
Covered up, going to face off in their zone. 10:54 to go. Shots 18 for Rosemount. Eagan,
shots are mounting, but again, that part of that was that power play.
Part of that for this period was power play.
Shots on net there.
Yeah, it is.
Puck control now by Rosemount. That's going to be an icing all the way down.
Mike goes with a late line change there to match up against Rosemount.
Draw control now by Rosemount in their own end. They'll flip it out to the corner wing. Here they come. Picked up. There could be an offside. Nice delayed offside. Oh, dangerous pass there. Picked up by Keegan Johnson to the corner wing there. Here it comes. Nice job by Dolan to step up. He'll hammer it down low. And back in the corner. Here comes Rosemount. They flip it out high. Here they come in the zone with some numbers. Shot goes wide in the corner. Randall now flips it to Henry Reif. Right now shot, and there'll be a whistle.
Yeah, despite the shots, Jeff, I mean, right now it's pretty evenly played.
Yeah, they had that power play. Again, they probably got 2-3 shots out of that power play. So yeah, you're right. Evenly played game.
But we are going to have to step up our chances a little bit. We haven't had anything really dangerous in this period yet.
Draw control now by Rosemount. They're going to send it now. They can't. It gets picked off. And here comes Rosemount. And nice job by Mason. Goes to the corner. Picked off. Here comes Eagan. Here come the Wildcats. Center ice. Gibson now's got time. Gibson up Parker. Shot, rebound! Oh, right there. Here comes Rosemount, the Irish. Blocked by Burgum. Nice block by Burgum there. That was a dangerous shot there. Another block by Burgum. That was a good job to get that one covered.
Burgum had some bad shot for getting tattooed a couple times. Look out.
Nice cover there. That was a dangerous.
Nice back check by Myers, though.
That was again, they got to be careful with line changes there.
Myers knocked the guy out of the zone.
Another block there by Kaluski. Back to Johnny Myers. Oh, there's going to be a hack. There's going to be a slash by, I think it's going to be on Sherrick, I think.
It's on us because we touched it.
It's on Sherrick, and again, that's a toughness out. He's one of our better penalty killers.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So that's a tough one.
Got him for a slash. You saw it right.
So that goes, guess where that faceoff goes? All
the way down.
Johnson now loses the draw, now controlled by Rosemount. Knows how to work the corner. This is their second back-to-back power play. So a lot of pressure on the Killers right now. There's a broken stick by Rosemount. That's 325 down out the window.
325, yeah.
And Rosemount now in the corner. They're working in the zone, looking for that Oh,
nice
Son
save.
went offside by Toussaint. Oh, it gives it in the middle.
They score. That's unfortunate, Jeff.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play by Keegan Johnson. Blocked it, and
But
there's
then
a
he
whole
was down
mass
on
of
it.
humanity in front of that. Toussaint had no chance, and that shot gets through everybody, and it's a 1-0 game.
And the puck after the block rolled right to, it was almost like it looked like a pass to the Rosemount guy standing all alone, and he put it top shelf. So that was kind of a bad bounce, but again, Jeff, it's the penalty kill though.
Well,
We got to try to stay out of that.
Well, again, we've had now 2 penalties to none, I think, so far, as far as power play goes and kill.
And if you go back a game ago, right, that's when everything kind of started to turn the other way too, was, right, we got to be careful here, the Burnsville game, right? Again, the coaching staff from Eagan not happy about the penalty call. Okay, Jeff, 1-0. Let's see how we bounce back now.
Well, it's critical. I mean, again, you did a nice job on the penalty kill. They got a good power play. They're a good team, and now they're up 1-0. So how do you respond? And control now by Rosemount. They'll keep the puck in deep. Can't get out of the zone now. Max Meakin battling hard. Gets it to the point. And still kept in by Rosemount now. Behind the net, giving chase is Mason. Jack Mason now. Boy, kept in nicely by the Rosemount D. Back to Mason. Mason now. He's got some time. Gets to the center ice. William Randall. Right! Oh, that gets deflected. They had some time and space there. Just got deflected at the last minute. Mason will hammer it in. There'll be a delayed offside. They'll touch up. And here comes Rosemount. Gets it flipped out. Right gets tied up. And here comes Rosemount. They come out of the zone. And Max Meakin now. Max Meakin with the puck. Meakin will drop it off. He gets hit hard. They'll flip it now. We got some opportunity. Oh, Sheriff is right there. Can't get the handle. Boy, had the goalie all over the place.
Puck goes into the bench. Boy, what a chance there. Randall threw it to Sherrick. Unfortunately, it was kind of in his skates, or he just couldn't get his hands on it. The goalie was kind of spinning around all different directions, but he couldn't get the puck. So
we got Meyer and Sherrick with Nicola and Kaluski. Puck behind the net. Here comes Rosemount. Big cross-ice pass. Kaluski's there to intercept that. He'll feather it now. And back to Sherrick. Goes back in the Rosemount zone. They'll try to get out of their zone. Long pass again. Here comes Rosemount. They'll dump it in deep. And they'll put the pressure, forecheck pressure on. Here comes Johnny Myers. Out of his zone. Got some time and space. Myers with the puck. Johnny Myers!
Oh, he had that
short
top.
side. Got a little bit high on that one. And Nicola now tried to find Sherrick. And he gets tied up. And here comes Rosemount. Back to Nicola. He gets dumped in. And nice forecheck pressure by Beneke. And nice job there by Bergen. He'll flip it up. And that's going to be an icing.
Yeah, tip.
No ice.
No icing. That will be icing. No, he waved that off.
Wave that off. And checked in by Wilson. Drew Wilson. Working hard. Wilson in the corner now with Popinski, or from Reif. To Dolny.
Nice.
Rebound! Nice shot by Dolny. Drew Wilson, good puck control. They cycle down. Shot by Dolny. Goes to the corner. And Bergam now to Dolny. They're going to get it in deep. And
Egan's changing.
pressure by Wright. That should be an icing all the way down. Nice pressure by Eagan.
Great shift for that
great
line.
shift for that line.
Beneke, you got to give Beneke a lot of credit. He was hitting everything on that shift. That's why you heard the Rosemount faithful go nuts, because he had a nice shot down in their zone.
Clean hit. So.
Yep. He gave him a little love tap after too, but part of the game.
Part of the game.
But he was doing a great job physically in that. He was exhausted when he came off the ice. But Jeff, that's when we're playing better, is when we're doing that, right? That intensity's there. That was a very intense shift.
Forecheck pressure applied now by the Wildcats again. Here they come out of their zone. They're going to flip it out deep. Nice job there by Eagan. He'll dump it back in low. And Randall now giving chase. William Randall, they're going to flip it out. They get it out to the center. And here comes Rosemount with speed. Blocked there by Eagan. Nice defensive play. And here comes Keegan Johnson. Keegan hit 2-on-1. He's got Rice. Keegan Johnson. Oh, what a beautiful defensive play. Boy, he had the defender on the heels. And boy, what a play. Here comes Rosemount. Move it around, back to the point. Oh, deflection just went wide. And Eagan now can't get out of the zone.
Blocked.
Another save. Oh my goodness. I don't know how that nets off the ball. My goodness. Rosemount's quick to that puck in her own zone. They fly.
Yeah, once it gets down in front of the goalie, boy, they collapse like crazy to get to that.
Yeah, they send the kitchen sink. So again, if you just chip it off the glass or just get it high in the zone, you got to shoot it that way.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we had a 2-on-1. A great play by their defenseman. He kind of made a suicide play, whether you either get it or it's a 2-on-0.
Keegan waited like he should have, and he just ran out of room. Draw control by Eagan with Myers. He'll ring the board. That gets out of the zone. Back to chases Rosemount. And the Irish still flip it. And here they got a pressure being applied by Meyer. Meyer took his body up and he went out. So kind of a trifecta. A deflector there. Nice pressure by Meyer again. Nice physical play. And Rosemount now controlling. Oh, little bit. Could have been a disaster there, but Sherrick, he had him breaking.
Yeah, he tried to hit Johnny Myers breaking. Just got deflected.
And here comes, Sherrick has some numbers back to Myers. Myers now. Johnny Myers looking. Myers looking. Oh, Myers was there, but now goes back. Here comes the Irish. They'll flip it up high. The Irish. Goes in the corner. Ethan Pearson now putting some pressure on. That's onside. Back to Cole Gibson. Gibson now, puck goes in low, deep in the corner. And here it comes. Nice pressure now being applied. There could be a slash there. They don't call that.
Yeah, that was no different than what happened before, Jeff, right?
And nice job by Kaluska. Just offside.
Yeah, again, it was no different of a slash than what happened where we got the penalty. So
the difference was there that the guy lost his stick.
Yeah, Mary held onto his stick, but that's not why it's the same sound. Yeah, it's the same sound. But Jeff, the last few shifts, the momentum's been our way. It's good to see the pressure and the shots.
Pressures are kind of, a little more quickness in the step. And shift out now, back controlled by Rosemount. They'll feather it now. And here comes, they'll dump it in now, low. Rosemount now, putting pressure on Eagan. Goes in the corner now. Rosemount now try to center it. Oh, that was blocked. That was a wide open shot on the slot. That was lucky it was blocked.
Yeah, it was. Brandon had a chance to block that pass, and when it got through, the guy was all alone.
Here comes Rosemount again. They got some numbers. Oh, deflect. I think that was blocked by his own player. He tried to deflect that, and then it hit the stick and deflected out.
And icing. Yeah, we were fortunate there. That shot hit their own guy. So Jeff, 157, shots 23 to 11, but it doesn't feel that way. It is so misleading.
No. I think a lot of our shots are getting through, and theirs are getting through, and then they had more shots on there, which adds up. Draw controlled by Eagan. Dolney now flips it. It goes in the player's box. So 1:52 to go in period 2. Still 1-0 Irish. Draw control now by Rosemount. They'll control it. Center ice. Now in their own zone. They'll try to set it up. Picked off by Popinski. Nice job there by Popinski. Pressure being applied. Here comes Rosemount. They'll feather to center ice. They'll dump it in. Goes wide. Looks like there's a penalty. Penalty on Eagan. Another third penalty of the game. All three on Eagan.
All three on us.
So it looks like it's Popinski. They got to get a high stick.
So Jeff, this is, we keep saying a big one, but we're down 1-0. 1:30 to go. You really want to try to get out of this period.
You don't want to give this up here, get down 2 here, end of the second period. Draw control by Rosemount, and that's out of the zone. Hops over the sticks. Here comes Rosemount. Dolney now with it. Eli Dolney can't get it out of the zone. They're going to let it keep it in the zone. They do so. And now let's hammer all the way down. Just over a minute to go in this one. Oh, dangerous play there. Just got by Sherrick. And it goes over to Rosemount now. 1 minute to go in the second period. Rosemount on the power play still. They're going to dump it in deep. They've got a lane. Oh, shot. That was barely wide. I thought that was going to get to the net.
They scored. It went in. There was no rebound, Jeff.
Tucson had no chance. He didn't even see it.
He didn't see it till it hit him.
Yeah, it was.
And it bounced off his leg pad, and I think went 5-hole off his leg pad. Because you heard it hit his leg pad.
Right.
That's why I think you said rebound, because you heard it hit. You can see the replay maybe up there and see what it hit, but
it was a perfect screen, and it was just a butterfly, not a real hard shot. Got in, snuck in.
Well, Jeff, another 2-goal deficit to climb out of.
Well, draw control by the Rosemount Irish. I know that'll be icing with 35 seconds to go on this one.
So, Jeff, the difference in the game right now is 2 power play goals.
Well, I mean, there's 3 penalties called in the game.
Yep.
All 3 have been on Eagan. So you'd hope that they kind of regroup the referees. Okay.
Maybe we ought to go.
Is it that one-sided, or is it maybe being called a little bit in favor of Rosemount? Draw controlled by the Irish. And here they come for one last rush here of the second period. Here they come. They're dumping in deep. Going back is Meakin. Meakin now giving chase. He gets hit hard. Back to Keegan Johnson. Johnson flips it out. Now we got to hear the numbers. 2-1. Oh, beautiful play. Back up. Oh, couldn't pull the trigger behind the net. And again, Thomas, when they send 3 guys down low, that can give up a 2-1. That's what happened there.
A little chippy there at the end, Jeff. Players saying words with each other. Good chance for us, though, Jeff, there at the end.
Yeah, last minute, last chance here. Again, we're going to have to, if Rosemount's going to keep sending 2-3 players deep, then we're going to have to get that figured out, get that puck up high, get out of the zone. That gives you a 2-on-1 opportunity. And again, we find ourselves down 2-0 after 2 periods, Thomas. Shots on goal 24-12 in favor of Rosemount. doesn't seem like a 2-to-1 edge in
It's
shots.
not. No, it really doesn't. It's been a pretty evenly played back and forth game. I think we probably had more scoring chances the second half of that period than they did.
Yep. So here at the Civic, we'll be come back in for the start of the third period. We appreciate you watching and listening. Jeff Bergam, Thomas Manziel at 2-0 in favor of the Irish. We'll be back for the start of the third period. And we're back, hockey fans. Welcome back to the Eagan Civic Arena. Jeff Burgum here with my esteemed colleague in crime, Mr. Thomas. The big man Manzello. Thomas started the third period. Here we're down 2-0. Shots on goal, 24-12 in favor of Rosemount. Doesn't feel like that this kind of game, but again, it's safe to say this next goal is real critical.
It is, absolutely. Yeah, and if you look at the difference, Jeff, the difference in the game is 2 power play goals. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same thing, right? Evenly played.
Yep, it's very evenly played.
Sorry, I wasn't getting the hug there.
Well, it's the fan base we have, Towers, that's huge. But yeah, this next goal
is a big one.
Is really, really big. Draw control by Rosemount now. They'll cycle it down low again, starting with Beneke, Wilson, and Popinski. They'll chip it in down deep. Mason giving chase. They'll ring the boards. That goes out. They'll be wave off the icing. Popinski now goes after Cole Popinski.
Good hustle by Popinski.
And here comes Rosemount. Back gets over Kaluski's stick. Isaac Kaluski now. That gets shot there. Oh, that was a nice deflected wide shot there. Saved by Toussaint. Now here comes Rosemount still in the zone. And Kaluski now giving chase. Isaac Kaluski behind the net now over the corner back to Kaluski. And he gets tied up. That gets out of the zone. And Wilson now it goes way down. They'll do a change. Rosemount now. They'll be deflected. They'll be on net, of course, and there'll be a whistle. So 15-5, what do you, 55 to go. All right. I guess we're in. We're all going to the Wild game. Everyone, listeners out there in the World Wide Web. And puck now behind the net. Rosemount now. Rosemount controlling. Pressure being applied by Rosemount in the Eagan zone. And gets hemmed in there by the Irish. Shot. Goes back to Meekin. He'll ring the board. Can't get out of the zone. It's hammered back in the zone. He'll try to get out again. Now it's finally out of the zone. And William Randall. William Randall. Oh, I thought he had that. I thought he had it. I thought it was right there.
He had the goalie going left.
An effort by Randall to get his shot off. And just went wide.
Randall's got that long reach, and he used it. He had the goalie going one way, put the puck the opposite direction, and he just missed.
And puck is picked off. Here comes. Oh, here comes. Oh, the whole Rosemount has some numbers, and they did miss the puck. Here comes Eagan. Sherrick now shot goes high and wide by Nick. Back at the point, Johnny Myers curls it back low. And Rosemount now. Hemmed up by Eagan. Cullen Meyer doing a nice job. And gets in the corner again. Here comes Rosemount now with the puck, trying to get out of their zone. Nice forecheck pressure being applied by the Wildcats. And here comes, again, nice job here. Here comes Eagan. Nick Sherrick's shot goes over the net. Here comes Rosemount. Rosemount with the puck. And goes back to Max Meekin. Meekin now, that gets picked off. And back to Meekin. He's got a little bit of time. Max Meekin. And that goes back in the zone again. So Ethan Pearson out there now for the Wildcats. Pearson, he drops it off. No one's around. Shot. Oh, what a save. Holy smokes. That was a drop pass, found the Rosemount player, a one-timer from the point, and Toussaint gloves it, and what a save that was, Thomas.
Yeah, huge save, because again, Jeff, we can't go down by 3 here, right? So, had a good look at the net, great glove save.
Wilson the draw. In the corner. Rosemount now with control. Picked up by Dolney. Dolney will chip it. Tries to get it deep. And here comes Rosemount. Burgum now giving chase. Matthew Burgum. He'll flip it. To Popinski. He's got time. And back to Beneke. Here comes Michael Beneke. Beneke now. To Wilson. Shot. Nice save. Peels it off. Here comes Rosemount. Picked off. Wilson. Down the corner. And that's going to be an icing all the way down.
And Jeff, good momentum going here. Eagan getting some good chances. It's probably been our best few minutes of the whole game.
Yeah,
right?
nice
Most dangerous
play here by the Wildcats. Good shift, good job.
That's where you can look back maybe at that save, right, by BT.
Well, that gets in, Thomas. It's a big mountain to climb. You're down 3-0, so what a job there by Toussaint. And puck sitting there, back to Kaluski. Oh, had nowhere to go with it. Gives it to Randall. William Randall now. Back to Reif, no one home. Here comes Rosemount. Back. Oh, they're going to...
That was still icing.
It tipped, and he was behind the red line. Wave it off.
And again, the referee looked at the linesman, saying, like, they're going to put it up. And
they're right there, and they don't make that call. Nice job there by Kaluski. He'll ring the boards again. Back to Randall. Like, does not get out still. Take control. Rosemount. Oh, shot there by Rosemount. Just got deflected wide. Pressure being applied by the Irish. They're going to chip it. Here comes the Irish now. Long pass to get in the zone. Feather it now picked up by Johnny Myers. Myers now to Cullen Meyer. Meyer now shot goes way wide. Kept in though by Meyer. Nice hustle by Cullen. Puck goes in the corner. Kept in there by Johnny Myers. Now to Sherrick. Oh, Sherrick to Mikla. Mikla, nice low shot. Oh, kept in there by Mason nicely. And Rosemount now. Behind their net, puck is under a body. And now they finally control. Oh, Sherrick was there, could not get to the puck. Back to Mason. Mason back to Sherrick behind the net. Good puck control by this line. And here comes the Irish. Good job there by Jordan Mikla to stay up there. And they'll feather it up high into the bench. So nice pressure by this line.
Again, nice pressure, right? All the pressure's been coming from us, other than the one chance that Rosemount had.
So they come out now with, they've got Pearson, they've got Gibson, and they've got Swanson.
They're coming with a whole new line, Jeff.
Whole new line, okay, I was going to say.
Taylor made a last minute change there.
Puck control by Rosemount. Kept in by Burgum. In the corner. Nice job there by Keegan Johnson. He holds his own nicely. Burgum. Here comes Rosemount. They got some numbers.
Nice block by Dolney.
And Burgum sends it over to Randall. Randall tries to get it out. Can't do so. Back to Burgum. He'll flip it out. Gives it over to Rife. Rife now. Henry Rife. Oh, Randall, what an opportunity. Just couldn't. I think
the Rosemount guy turned it over right to him.
He had more time than he thought.
Yeah.
Isaac Kaluski shot. Boy, that was a laser that just went wide. Deflected. Oh, it was the. Looks like that was Gibson. Went under his stick. And puck in the corner. Nice pressure being applied by Eagan. Parker Swanson shot on net. Rosemount a little bit on their heels right now, Thomas. So they're going to have to ice it. Oh, that was a dangerous one. Kind of got the corner. And Parker's going to dump it in.
Yeah, it's been nonstop pressure, Jeff. So
9:35 to go on this one, folks. It's not done yet. That's going to be a whistle on the bench.
Puck flew up into the bench. Faceoff should be in their zone.
So 9:32, heavy pressure being applied by Eagan.
Yeah, it's so critical to get a goal here, I think. The sooner the better. Because you've got the buzz right now, right? You just want to keep feeding on that momentum they've got right now.
Ethan Pearson now with the draw. Oh, nice job there by, I think Pearson got that off. And puck now flipped over to Rosemount. Now they have control in their own zone. Irish now they're going to dump it in. Pressure being applied now by Rosemount. Paluski goes back. He'll just hammer it out, try to get it out. Does so. They'll flip it down low. Giving chases Cole Gibson. Gibson, nice job. Gibson looking now. Centering pass. Oh, there's a chance there. Here comes Rosemount. No flip it in there. No whistle. No whistle.
UT ended up, he wanted to play it, but he just felt safer to probably hold on to it. So.
Again, that's the goalie's check. That's the goalie's
It's a hard read, Jeff. He's looking at it all in front of him.
It's like I said, it's
and the always safer thing is just to cover it.
It's their read. Face off to the left of Brandon. Puck control by Rosemount. Oh, there
we go. Finally a penalty.
We have a penalty.
Beneke just pulled his stick out of him.
Now again, you got to be careful if you're Michael. You don't want to be giving the ref any ammunition to say, you know what, you go join him.
Yep, exactly.
You just got to be careful.
Face-off will go all the way down in their zone.
So, our first power play of the game, Thomas, at 8:49 to go in the third period, our first power play. So we've got Johnson, Sherrick, Meakin, Myers, and Dolney. We'll see what we can do. Draw controlled by Eagan, back to Myers. Myers now to Meakin. Meakin back to Myers. To Sherrick. Over to Myers to Meakin. Meakin now looking. Oh, that puck got picked off, but deflected harmlessly to the corner. Back. Here comes Rosemount. And they're going to dump it down all the way. Puck is behind Toussaint. And picked up by Rosemount. They'll control it. And the Irish will hammer it down. Killing off some time here on the power play. 8 minutes to go in the game, Thomas. Eagan on the power play still for about 1:20. Here comes Johnny Myers. Myers to Dolney. That pass is deflected. There'll be no icing.
It should have been.
Gets to the point. Oh, here comes Rosemount. They've got some numbers. They'll flip it. Nice job there by Toussaint to flip that aside. And here comes Nick Sherrick. Nick Sherrick now with the puck. Not much zone time, Thomas, on this power play right now. Can't get set up. And Nick Sherrick now looking. Johnny Myers. Myers to Burgum. Got it again. Burgum now over to Johnson to Dolney. And they're going to keep it off. Kept in by Burgum.
Nice play by Burgum.
Try to get it to zone.
22 to go in the power play.
Puck is blocked again. And Rose, they cut it through the zone. They do so. And over to Johnny Myers. Here comes Keegan Johnson. Johnson now. That'll take care of the power play. And Keegan Johnson's got some time all the way. Centering. Oh! And Burgum. And back to Popinski. And here we go, Matthew Burgum. Center it. Goes back to center ice. Kaluski, here comes the Wildcats. Here comes Eagan. It's Ethan Pearson. Ethan Pearson. Pearson's shot goes wide. Boy, 6 minutes to go in this one, Thomas. He's getting to be crunch time now. Got to take some chances here.
Yeah.
They're down by 2. And Ethan Pearson now putting some pressure on. Rosemount now, they're just going to hammer it to the corner. Long, that should be an icing all the way.
And it is.
And you never know. You
never know.
It could be, but by golly.
It was.
So 5:48 to go in period 3. 2-0 in favor of the Wildcats. Oh, sorry, Rosemount. Wistful thinking the Wildcats. They'll get that. No, they got by. Nice job by Dolan to keep that in the zone. And pressure being applied by Eagan in the Rosemount zone. 5:29 to go in the game. Real critical now, the Wildcats, to get something going here quickly. Puck gets over Meekin's stick, but nice job to kind of have him keep that in the zone. And Rosemount now with the puck. Here comes the Irish. And they get into the zone. Get around goalie. Shot, dangerous shot up high. Just got the corner there by Toussaint. Save deflected. That's the Wilson. Wilson now can't get it out of the zone. And puck is now hemmed in deep in the Eagan zone and trying to get that puck cleared. Can't do so. And here comes Rosemount. They've got some speed. Shot way wide, goes back to Henry Rice. Now Rice got some time. Henry Rice. Henry at that center ice. Rice now wants to get that puck in now deep. And they're going to send it out deep with 4:25. That's going to be an icing. 4:33 to go on this one. Eagan down 2-0. It's going to be really critical now. The Wildcats have got to take a chance or two here. And we've got Randall, Johnson, and Reif with Kaluski and Mikla at the point. Here comes Rosemount. Nice pass there across ice. And dumped in by rebound! Nice goal! That's a killer, folks. You know, you just didn't want to see that one happen. That was tough. And it goes in, and that was it's a tough one there for the Cats. So at 4:20 to go on this one, folks, see that rebound, and that's a killer. We're down 3-0. And again, that rebound off the pad, no chance by Toussaint, and that's a toughie. And puck control by Eagan. Back to Dolney. Dolney now wants to get it in. Can't do so. Here comes Rosemount again. They'll hammer it down low. They'll keep that puck in Eagan's zone. And Mason just hammers it out there at center ice. Controlled by Rosemount. Here comes Rosemount. Oh, they get around Mason. Here comes Rosemount. Shot. Rebound. Oh, that was a dangerous play. And there's getting all tied up there in front of the net. And lots of play going on behind the scene. Here comes Cullen Meyer. Chance there by the Wildcats. 3:37 to go on this one, folks. And again, wish we had better news here, but we're down 3-0. And just had not had the chance to crack that into the net there and to get that goose egg off the board. Again, back to the point. Meekin's shot goes wide. That was a great shot, just wide by Meekin. Goes in the corner. Pressure being applied by the Wildcats here. Max Meekin goes in way low. Meekin now feathers it behind the net. Here comes Rosemount now. They've got some time and space, and they got the lead. Rosemount. Henry zone, nice block there by Meekin. Oh, another giveaway there at the high slot. They'll ring the boards. And Petruski now can't get it across that red line. And Rosemount now still just working that corner, winning those battles right now on the side of the zone and center ice. And again, still just, and here's a potential break. It's a 2-on-1. They got Randall. Rebound. Well, as the rebound sitting there, they blew a quick whistle and stops play with 2:46 to go on this one, folks. Still 3-0 Rosemount. Shots on goal are 34-17, and we just have not had that consistent offensive pressure to get some action going and get some shots in net again. Rosemount's played well. Eagan's played very well. Good puck over by the lines. Good activity. Just have not had a chance to crack that netting to get that goose egg off the board for Eagan. But here comes Rosemount. Nice job there by Mikla. He breaks it up. Here comes Henry Rife. Now that's over net. 2:25 to go on this one, folks. 3-0 Rosemount. They're going to feather it back now, picked off by Rife. Henry Rife now working hard in the corner. Rife now still working hard, gets it to Randall. Randall now gets it to Mason. No one there, and he'll get a whistle.
Yeah, take care.
So 2:11 to go this one, folks. 3-0, still Rosemount up. Be nice to get a goal here just to kind of make this more interesting. Draw controlled by Rosemount. Here they come. They get another goal. 4-0 Rosemount.
See you in a minute.
Draw control by Eagan. Back to Kaluski to Meekin. Shot in down low deep in the corner. Very disheartening loss here right now for the Cats. Again, now down 4-0. And they'll wave off the icing. 1:35 to go on this one. And puck goes in the corner. Controlled by Meekin. They'll chip it out. Here comes Rosemount again. That was a laser shot over the shoulder. It's 5-0 Rosemount. So, not much to say here. This one, folks, down 5-0. Rosemount putting in two real quick goals here. Really kind of letting the gas out of the air out of the bags on this one. And here comes Rosemount again. Back in the corner behind the net. Now nice job by Mikla. Taking player out. And Mikla now with the puck. That gets taken away. Back is Mason. Mason with the puck. Back to Wilson. Wilson, that puck is given up. Corner. And here comes Rosemount again. Shot over the net. And behind the net now, Eagan. Controlled by Rosemount. Now with the puck still. And Mason Wilson now giving chase back to Mikla. Goes in the corner. They're going to hammer it down low. And here comes Wilson. And that'll take care of it here at the Civic, folks. A very disappointing loss. But Rosemount takes care of business here at Eagan, 5-0 over the Wildcats. That's a tough one. Tough loss here on senior day. Again, closely contested game. That 2-0 going into the third period. Tried to get that one to make it closer. Makes it 3-0. Then Rosemount really poured it on. And they win this one 5-0. So now it really puts the pressure on Eagan to really start to regroup here. They got to kind of find their game. They got 2 games to go before sections. And they'll take on Shakopee here at the Civic on Tuesday. And their last game of the season will be at Apple Valley on Saturday, and then we got sections. So now it'll be very interesting to see how we find ourselves as far as seedings go in section, as we very well could find ourselves in a first round away game for the Wildcats, which will be a lot more difficult versus obviously a home game. So unfortunately at this one here at the Civic, Jeff Burgum here and Thomas Manzella, Eagan loses 5-0. And we'll see you here on Tuesday for the Cats taking on the Shakopee, I believe Sabres, or it says Shakopee, on Tuesday night. So again, Jeff Burgum, Thomas Manzella, thanks for watching and listening. Drive home safely. Have a good night.